My name is Chaplain Gwendell Boyd Willis. Presently today, I am a chaplain, a counselor, a caterer, an entrepreneur, and a music producer. And I believe with the combination of all of those, you get extra. Some detectives knocked on my door one day when I was 29, and my mom came to my bedroom. She was like, "Gwendell, there's some detectives out here that want to talk to you." So I told my mom, well, I'll take a ride with them. I began to think to myself and had a conversation with God. And I was like, well, Lord, should I tell the truth? They took me upstairs, and before the detective could even ask me, did I commit the crime, I just said I did it. I turned myself in. I had to go serve my time. That was a very rough time for me because it was like a jungle. When I got out, I applied for different jobs, but I couldn't get a job because of my background. If your background check come back with a felony, that's what's gonna stop you from getting hired. I went back to school for my master's in religious studies. I graduated from there in 2016. I still couldn't find a job. I tried to get my record expunged twice and was denied. I got all these degrees. I done tried to change my life. Well, not tried, I did. And still, 15 years later, a crime I committed in 2005, I'm still suffering from. The detriment, the hardship, the brokenness, the countless tears and all of that. That's prejudice from the criminal justice system.
This has plagued 40% of Georgia's population for decades. Someone who made a mistake 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, we often see, too often defines their future. The passage of SB 288 for the first time in Georgia's history creates a path for those with a conviction to ask a judge for them not to show up on their criminal histories forever.
You know, I have to admit, when I got started on this, I really didn't have an idea of what I was getting into. You know, the more I came over here, the more excited I got about the work that was available. You just felt a certain something about this place and the work that they're doing. I think, especially for lawyers, we have a certain set of talents that we can bring to bear that maybe others can't.
It was going to take a lawyer and the backing of the Georgia Justice Project to get my record pardoned and expunged.
She's an amazing person, just an incredible story. So, you know, I enjoyed meeting with her, and we just seemed to click. I mean, I just looked at her holistically, and I thought, she made a mistake, she owned up to it. You know, then she went out and got college degrees, and she was doing everything she could to get into a chosen field.
To finally get the chance to have an attorney represent me was just amazing.
Game changer is such a cliche, but I think it was a game changer for Gwen.
I broke down crying. I think I cried for about 20, 30 minutes, you know. It's like a weight was just lifted off of me. I'm still in awe because it don't took 15 years. I mean, like, I had to exhale, inhale on that one, but.
The second chance means, you know, you're forgiven, you can go forward, and you can try again. That's what it's all about.
So there's lots of reasons folks should volunteer in this work. One is obviously there's a big need of folks But two is the way you as a person can make a difference incredibly quickly in the life of someone who otherwise wouldn't get it.
When you work with somebody who needs help, and you can give them that help, I mean, that's just a tremendous feeling. It just changes everything.
Provide help, provide hope, and provide a future.